This is a major step towards AI VFX. Hello my friends, and how are you doing? Aleph from Runways out, and it is massively improving what you can do with AI inside of a video by just talking to the AI. So no masking or anything like that. You just describe what you want to have, and then you get it. But in this video, I want to show you what their marketing is promising, and then how it actually works, how good or how bad it is. So let's first check out their marketing clip. So you've seen it can do really amazing things. It looks like magic. You just snap your finger and it's done. Is it as easy as that? Almost, but not quite. So first let's have a look at the website and how that actually works. And it's actually super easy. So you go to your normal creation on Runway. On the left side you load your video, and then you simply describe in the prompt what you want to have. Now you can also use an image here. I found that the image is not often like really picked up in what it does do, but it can be a helper to get closer to what you want. And then you simply click here on generate, and this is using the Gen 4 model. That's pretty important. The interesting thing here is, depending on the tier you're having on Runway, you can use both the unlimited, which uses the idle time. In that case, you can queue 2 videos, or you can use your credits, in which case you can use as many videos at the same time as you want to render and as you have credits for. So let's look at some video examples here. So the first thing, of course, that I want to show you is the squirrel here, and we have a side view as the original video. That looks pretty good. Now, I wanted to have a different camera angle, so I just asked for a different camera angle, and this is the result, where we do see the same squirrel but from the front. And so far so good. It looks pretty amazing. It has the same color, the same light setup, the same body posture. That is pretty amazing. There is a tiny problem with the paws of the squirrel and how it eats the nuts. So there's a little bit of an error in here, but it is good enough. It is a really nice scene. Now, I also asked for the scene, but then in winter while it's snowing, and also that worked out pretty well. So you can imagine how you can use this, for example, in advertising or short films to create these kind of amazing effects. Of course, you can not only do that with a squirrel, you can also do this with a person. So here in that case, I have a woman driving in a car. We have the camera from the side, and we forgot to take a shot from behind. So here we go. We prompt for that. I said I want to have an over the shoulder shot from behind. And as you can see, we have the same clothing, we have the same hair, we have the same car, but we're looking out from the back seat towards the front. Now the camera drives, of course, a little bit differently on a straight road in this case, but I don't think that would stand out too much if you have a show or if you cut it in a smart way. Here we have another scene where we have a woman from the front and she's looking out of a window, but again, we don't have the window view. So in this case, I said, I want to have a city and it should rain and she should look out of the window and we see that from behind. So here is that scene with the rain, and as you can see, that turned out pretty well. Now, to be honest, I had to render this 2 times because in the first time it didn't really rain, it more kind of like snowed all of a sudden. So in the second one it actually turned out pretty well. Next, we have a guy walking his dog. Now this dog also, as you can see, has this kind of green blanket on him. And first I wanted to replace the dog with a tiger as we have seen in their marketing. And that worked kind of well, but the tiger also had a green blanket on him a little bit. And also the tiger, of course, was way too small and didn't really look much like a tiger. So I tried to replace it with a wolf, and that actually worked way better. Now, to be honest, I'm not quite sure how big a wolf is, so this might be wolf size or maybe a little bit smaller, but I would say it looks pretty good for replacing the dog in the scene and matching it very good into the scene. Next, I wanted to try out the scene with the stairs because that looked pretty amazing. And while this is actually putting water on the stairs, so here we have the stair shot with the woman walking up the stairs, and I kind of expect that the woman stays in there. I just wanted to have water added, and it didn't really do that, but it had the water, and the water looks really realistic as you can see here in that shot. However, the stairs and the walls also kind of look different, so it's not exactly 100% the same shot. So next, I wanted to have the water wash the woman away, and it did that, but it did it in a very funny way. It still works, I would say. You can still use that as a scene maybe, but I mean, it did it, and that's pretty cool. And of course, I had to try that famous tomato sauce scene from that movie, you know what I mean, and actually, it turned out really well, and this time the woman is there, she's walking towards the stairs, which makes it even more creepy. So actually, you can do now these effects super easy in just like a minute to create that with the prompt, and I would say it looks pretty realistic. But speaking about realistic effects, here we have a woman who's entering an elevator, and like in the marketing, I thought, hey, pink bunny, so let's do that. And as you can see in this result, it actually replaced the woman in a very nice way with the bunny. The door is opening, the bunny is appearing behind the door and then walking into the elevator. This is pretty stunning. However, I have to point out, I have to render this multiple times because for some reason the second door would go the other way and then circle behind the bunny, and that didn't work, but at some point it worked, and that's pretty good. But talking about VFX and what you can do with videos, I want to show you something that's pretty interesting. So in this shot, which is not the most amazing shot, but we have a lot of people walking around in the scene. And I wanted to have less people in that scene. So I asked to remove the people. And as you can see, it is really amazing how well that worked to remove all these people. But you have to point out in the video, you want to remove the people and the motorcycle, so it understands to move everything. And the only thing that actually is still there is the reflection of the people in that window on the right side. But other than that, the result is absolutely stunning. Now I want to show you something that's even more impressive. So here we have this guy running along the beach, and again we want to change that into a different camera angle. In this case, we want to have a drone shot, and that worked. We have the beach, we have the reflection, we have the same clothing. The person is running in the morning at the beach. I would say that is pretty stunning. But of course, you can also do other stuff. For example, change that into a night shot with lightning in the background. Now, I have to point out here that the lightning doesn't 100% look real, but it is a really good start. That the night shot actually turned out amazing. But more than that, if you're more of an action movie person, how about we turn that runner into a zombie? And I was really surprised by how well that worked, and this actually is the first try. Now, one thing I don't like too much about that shot is how when there is fast movement with Aleph, it often gets a little bit fragmented or even blurry. So fast movement is not a strong side of what Aleph can do, but in this case, it really worked very well. And I also tried to change the same thing into a battle scene, and also here the background works really well. The person has on a soldier outfit and is running through that landscape. Again, there is some blurriness in the person that makes it a little bit jumpy, but overall the shot actually looks pretty good. Now let's turn to something completely different, and these are green screen shots. So first we have here a woman. Not only does she stand in front of a green screen, she also wears green screen clothing and a green screen headscarf. And I wanted to replace all of that. So I wanted to have a London Victorian street, a Victorian black dress, Victorian black head scarf, and then also a hat. And actually, it did all of that in just one render. How crazy is that? And in one scene, it even added some people in the background and a horse carriage. Both of them don't look 100% realistic, but maybe if you blur it a little more so that you can make it work. Here, I had this woman walking or moonwalking basically on a white studio background, and I wanted to put her on the edge of a skyscraper way up there. And the result is kind of good. It's kind of cheesy. It's kind of funny on how it turned out, but also somewhat realistic. So for these like cheaply produced shows, this might be good enough as an effect. And here is something I completely didn't expect, but it also didn't work 100%. So here we have a guy with a hoodie, and he has this green screen cap on and also the hands of the full green screen suit. So I said replace his head with a skull and the hand with a skeleton hand, and then put him in a burning hell. And actually the result is almost there. It really looks good. It's very, very nice. We have the burning in the background. We have the skull with the neck bones. Only the hand doesn't work, but the rest is there. So maybe if you try it for a couple more times, and also a skeleton hand is a big ask. So I have to say this is very good and very surprising. And here we have the shot where I think this worked the best. This is cheaply filmed somewhere in a park or a forest. It looks kind of cool, but it could be way more. So if you want to have this kind of like fantasy movie, again, I wanted to put the character into hell because she already has horns, so why not? And it worked so well. I said replace the background with a burning hell and add some orange warm light, and it did all of that. And just a click and get these amazing results and really like up level the short film quality that you can create, especially if you don't have a special effects team or anything like that. You can do amazing things. So all in all, this technology is absolutely stunning. Now, some things it can't do is quick movement that it is kind of blurry with, and also precision or using images and then it exactly uses that element or that background in the image. Doesn't seem to work 100%, but most of the times the results are really amazing. And the most important part here is that you can use it with the unlimited idle time of their GPUs if you have a high enough tier, which gives you endless chances on creating that. Now, I have to point out here that the rendering is a little bit slow, maybe at the moment because they just rolled that out to get these videos, but it's still very good, especially with unlimited, and when you do some other things on the side or you upload enough scenes, you can create a lot of cool stuff with that. Let me know in the comments what you think about that. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching. Bye!